Hey everyone, welcome back to Faith and Fern Studio. Today we're going to try something new, a UV DTF transfer from Noeli Creates. I usually sublimate my cups, but I've been really curious about this method, and I just wanted to give it a shot before committing to a full-on UV DTF printer. So just come along with me as I put this really cute design that I got from Noeli Creates onto this cup, and just try it out and see what it's like. So first things first, I'm cleaning my glass can cup with alcohol. This step is super important because any dust, oils, or fingerprints can mess with the adhesion of the transfer. And trust me, we want this design to stick. Okay, so this is the Groovy balloon dog design that I got from noelicreates.com. If you want to check out her shop or even her YouTube, I will put the link in the description. I am going to use my Cricut cutting tool, or I don't really remember what it's called, but it has 4 different heads that you can interchange. So to get the backing off of this transfer, I'm going to use the little pick to try to pull it apart. I will also put the link in the description for this. I highly recommend it. First, I'm going to map out where I want the design to go. Placement is everything. I don't want it to be crooked and throw off the entire look, so I'm taking my time, making sure that it's centered and straight before taking the backing off and really committing to it. Okay, so moment of truth. It is time to get the backing off, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I struggled with this a little bit, and it's not really as hard as I made it out to look. I was just a little scared of stabbing myself, and I wasn't sure of the best way to get it and not mess up the design. So, definitely patience is key. If you've ever struggled with a transfer like this, just know you are not alone. I do get it eventually. I just had to wrestle with it a little bit. And small business tip, deep breaths, prayer, and a coffee break if needed. Here, I thought it was best to just unwrap a little bit and make sure that it's centered and straight before I start pressing. This part actually takes longer than you'd think. I want to make sure every part of the design is pressed down evenly, especially around the edges. And then as you can see, as I press down the design, I just rotate the cup and keep going. So while I'm doing this, let's talk about why I even wanted to try UV DTF in the first place. If you've been following the cup trend for a while, you know that a lot of people use vinyl or they sublimate glass cups. And that's the way that I usually do it, by sublimating, and that means I have to use special ink and heat press, but UV DTF transfers are already printed full color and ready to go, which could be a total game changer for small business owners who want to speed up their production process. I also love that these transfers let you get really intricate details that would be tricky with sublimation. Plus, you don't have to worry about fading over time. But of course, I need to test it out first, see how durable it is, how it holds up to washing, and if I even like the process before I commit to investing in a printer. I'd love to know, have you ever tried a UV DTF transfer, or do you stick to sublimation and vinyl? Let me know in the comments. Watch with me as I make a pretty big mistake. I had the most trouble trying to get this transfer off of the cup because I should not have smoothed down the entire backing. I should have left a little corner up of the clear transfer so that I could peel it back. As soon as I realized that, I also saw that it looks like I missed a little piece when transferring. Totally my fault, but that's the beauty of crafting. Nothing has to be perfect. I just made do. I did fix it and I kept moving forward. After I took the transfer backing off, I just went back and kind of placed that little missing chunk back. But this is not for sale. This is a transfer that I got from Noeli Creates just for a personal cup to see if I like the transfer, to see if it's going to be easier and more productive to transfer rather than sublimate. Now that the design is fully pressed down, it is time to peel the back and the clear transfer layer. This part is a little nerve-wracking. The adhesive on the UV DTF transfers is strong, so I'm peeling it slowly to make sure everything stays in place and doesn't lift the design up. And like I said, I did make a boo-boo by laying it completely flat, so I'm really having to find a way to peel up a piece of it. So I am going to speed this process up a little bit because it did take me a little while, but it is my first time, so I definitely want to encourage you to give this a try. But once I got the backing peeled up a little bit, it did go a lot smoother. And look at that, I finally finished getting the backing off. And immediately, I love UVDTF as of right now. I have to fix that part because that was my mistake. And I have to try to add that little poor Groovy balloon dog nose back on. But I love the UV DTF transfer. It was a struggle to get here, but I love how crisp and vibrant the colors are, and this method is really actually satisfying. The final look. Not bad for my first time with UV DTF. The colors are vibrant, the details are crisp, and the process was honestly smoother than I expected, minus the little struggles. But I could definitely see myself using these transfers for future designs. What do you think? Should I start incorporating UV DTF in my shop? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.